Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I've made one of these videos, I'm realizing. Uh, I want to just say that I've been busy with college, but I've had a lot of free time. I've been playing a lot of Clash Royale, and I earnestly think that I have had time to invest in this hobby, but I've not gamed in a very long time. This recording is from August, so I haven't touched a game of Overwatch or Fortnite or Valorant for months now, and it's really impressing upon me that the time has passed very quickly, and it's going to continue to do so. But with that being said, I it's currently the day before Veterans Day. It's a Monday, so I have some time on my hands. I have two midterms next week, so I guess not too much time on my hands, but I've been going through it. you know, when your mental is just not really where you want it to be, and you can't really do anything about it. You're still busy, you have things to do, like you can't afford to have a mental breakdown or take a lot of time for yourself. But honestly, I just like started sleeping, and I started to feel better about the things that were going on. The dread was away. I had this twitch going on with my eye for the longest time. I think since September, so that would be about 3 months now. And I just took like 2 days to just sleep and rot in bed and take care of myself, exercise a bit. And I felt good. The twitch went away. I actually feel energized. The work that I have to do doesn't really feel like I have to do it, it's more I want to do it. And you get a nice reminder of what all this was about going to college, and your parents might have been immigrants and you don't want to let them down. So you put in that effort, and you might play Clash Royale, you might scroll on your phone, but you might give yourself some grace and do some things that might not help you in order to do the things that actually will help you. And that's just building up your tolerance, right? Some people can sit down and locked in for 8 hours. Other people need to balance the things that they actually want to do, which might feel disconnected from the goal. And I'm getting off topic, but basically, I've been thinking a lot, and I've been wondering if I should come back to this channel and start uploading again. And clearly, I am, because I'm going to upload this. But it's that value statement. I run clubs on campus, and I've been selling myself a lot. Like I have to pitch myself. That's how I got into research. That's how I'm hopefully going to get an internship. That's how I get people to come to our clubs. That's how I get people, not only people at my college, but people in industry to come to our clubs and talk to those people in college. It's you have to pitch that you have that pull that you can make people show up. And I've been wondering what that is for this channel. Like, is it just my vent? Do I feel like I'm positively contributing something to the world? Do I feel like when I actually talk on this channel that I'm helping somebody, or that somebody is listening to something that I have to say that's uniquely my own? And I don't think that's the case. People might have heard of the Library of Babel. I might be dating myself, but for a it's a good number of words. There's every and characters. There's every single possible combination. So like anything that's been said within that range is somewhere out there in that library. And there's also that notion where I don't feel like I've had an original experience. I've definitely lived my life for sure. And I don't know anybody that has been exactly like me, but that's an argument from ignorance. Just because I haven't met someone like me doesn't mean that there isn't someone that is exactly like me out there in the universe. And I've already met people that I feel are incredibly similar to me. And that's something to think about, where I might not have a unique story to tell. I might not have a unique take that I have to put out there into the universe. I don't think I have a unique sense of belonging that I have to offer someone. And I don't openly advertise this channel to my friends and family to see how I'm doing. Like I don't need to hide behind a screen to talk to them. I just talk to people about what I need. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. But I just had this feeling that I wanted to come back and upload a video and just talk about my thoughts, because I journal them. I open up my Samsung Notes or a Google Doc, and I'll have some very sad or very happy notes in there. But that's how I get my thoughts out. And then I started this channel as just an extension of that. I'm like, oh, let's create something. I already have to create content. Like, let's practice it. Let's make something. It will help me feel better about gaming. I was like, oh, I'll game and I'll enjoy it, but I'm double productive because I'm going to make a video out of it. And I can look back and I can see these videos and I can be happy that I created something. But like, I'm doing club leadership too. And it's slowly impressing upon me that that's not going to really get me where I want to go either. At least I can't see it right now. The same thing with, I can't really see how this is going to help me in the long run, but I'm still doing it. And I think this is a programming problem. It's called a greedy algorithm. And you live your life doing what you think is best in the moment. And you keep on taking that step after step after step. And the goal is that I look back on my life and there's no regrets, right? That I did the things that I did and I don't feel like I made a terrible, terrible decision that I'm going to regret forever. Like, I might have done something irreversible and it just was genuinely not good for me. But if I can look back at it and said, at the time, I made the best, most rational decision that I could, and I do that as much of that as I can, then I've done a decent to good job. And that's the hope, that I can live that life without regret. That's why I go home every weekend to see my family. That's why I reach out to people that I want to talk to, because I want to hear from them and I want to make sure that they're okay. And that's why I do things that might not be within my best immediate interest, but I think they might be fulfilling. It might increase my tolerance to do things that I need to do, help me lock in later. And it's that work-life balance that I feel people undervalue a lot. So here we are. And this personally fulfills me, but getting off track, I wanted to focus on what the future for this channel is, because I don't really think I had a dedicated fan base. I just made videos for a bit, and like, some people would discover the videos, but it wasn't enough where like there was one person that kept coming back to the content and they were just, oh yeah, I really like this in particular. But I'm still just enjoying my time. It's not necessarily about the people who watch the content. I think it kind of still freaks me out that people watch the content, but it's more for me. And that's like what every girl ever says, is like, as I dress up in my compression t-shirt and I'm Toji for the third Halloween in a row, I'm like, oh, it's for me. It's not to impress the ladies, but like, this is genuinely for me. And you know that I live in California, the way I say genuinely to mean that, oh, I really mean it, instead of just meaning the things that I say. So yeah, I'm gonna make a few more videos tonight, just putting my thoughts out there into the universe so I can have a clean slate for my day off. And I've been busy, like, very clearly, and I am growing up very quickly. I'm set to graduate next year, and not next semester, but the year after that, 2027. That kind of freaks me out to think that I have to make a decision on if I'm going to be a new grad or a master's student, if I want to work full time, and still try to get my master's, if I want to do a PhD, if I want to do research, if I want to go into industry. It's a decision that I have to make surprisingly quickly. And a lot of these club affiliations have been aligning me up to be a good businessman. So I'm like, oh, I should join a startup. But then, like, what startup would I want to join? I just don't know. So a lot on the mind. But that's how I've been doing. And that's what I want to do with this channel. So I hope you enjoy, and stay tuned for more hot tent.